What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel and to another video here. In this video I'm going to be talking about an issue I'm having with my brake lights on my F30 and possibly fixing it if everything goes correctly and as planned. Hopefully I can fix it by the end of this video. But if you've been following the channel since I got the F30, you know one of the issues I'm having is with my brake lights. It wasn't working and it would show up on the dash that there was a left brake light malfunction, which is on the driver's side. Further inspection, as I looked at like all the wiring and the connection stuff, I noticed that there was a metal piece inside the female part of the connection that melted off into the male part of the connection, and it just kind of messed up the whole connection, which I'm 100% sure is causing the malfunction in the brake light. It's kind of hard to describe, but I'll show you guys a visual once I take apart the taillight. But like I said, I have a possible fix here. I have a repair kit that you can get from the BMW dealership to fix this issue. Turns out this is a pretty common issue on F30 taillights. So anyway, I'm going to be taking apart the brake light here so I can show you guys what's going on and what I'm talking about with the brake light connection. So I have the brake light disassembled here, and if you look inside of the socket for the connection, you can see that there are only 3 metal spikes when there are supposed to be 4. And if you look in the other side of the connection here, you can see that that 4th metal spike has melted off inside of this part of the connection. So this is actually a pretty common issue among BMWs in the F30 generation. As you can see here, someone actually tried to fix this issue previously by running an additional wire to the bulb holder, but it still wasn't working, so this is why I'm just going to rebuild it. So I went ahead and bought a repair kit from the BMW dealership, like I said. Basically, this kit comes with all the parts needed to rebuild the part of the connection that goes inside of the socket that is on the bulb holder, where the bulbs actually connect into. So you'll actually need a new bulb holder in addition to the repair kit that you buy at the dealership. So the first thing I'm going to do here is just simply cut the wires right where they go inside of this part of the connection. Next, I'm going to be using a wire stripper so that wire is exposed on the ends of each of the 4 wires. Next, I'm going to be inserting the exposed wire through the center of these little green rubber pieces that come with the repair kit. Next, I'm going to be using these metal pieces that come with the kit. This is probably the most difficult part of this job. What I'm going to do here is position the metal arms that are on the bottom part of the metal piece around the green rubber piece that I installed previously. And then I'm going to clamp down the little arms around that green rubber piece. And then I'm going to clamp down the smaller middle arms around the rest of the exposed wire. So now that I have all the metal pieces clamped down around the ends of the wire, I'm going to take the new connection piece and insert the ends of the wire inside of the holes that are lined up. This is where I take a look at the old connection piece and take note of the orientation of the wires, looking at which color goes in which hole and in what order, and I'm going to follow the exact same orientation on the new connection piece. I checked to make sure that the wires were inserted all the way into the new connection piece by looking at the old connection piece and looking through the holes that are on the side of the connection that allow me to see the metal piece that I clamped down in the previous step. There is a triangle shape that is in a certain position on the old connection piece. I looked to make sure that that same triangle shape was in the same exact position on the new connection piece. Next, I'm going to take the blue rubber pieces that came with the kit and insert them into the holes on the new connection piece that were not used. Now that everything is completely installed and connected together, the last thing to do is to squeeze this purple piece so that it locks everything in place. So at this point, I should just be able to hook this up to the new bulb holder here, and hopefully I connected everything correctly. I just have it connected in here. I'm gonna put the light bulbs in. Now let's see if she works. Alright, so as you just saw, everything works. So we have a success with this repair kit. Thank goodness. I was kind of worried that I was going to mess something up. Alright, so now I'm just going to put the taillight assembly all back together, and then I'll give a little outro here of the video. Alright guys, so as you just saw, I was able to fix my brake light malfunction connector issue with this repair kit. Like I said, you could buy it at the BMW dealership for $20, not too expensive. And as you saw, it's not too difficult. It is kind of frustrating, especially when you're trying to put those little rubber pieces on top of the wire and then put the metal like tips on top of that. But it is doable. Just have some patience and just take your time, don't mess anything up. Now that this issue is fixed, I am planning to get some aftermarket taillights and from what I've seen, that connector that I fixed is used on the aftermarket taillights, so that's why I fixed it. I will link down this repair kit wherever I find it online, but again, you can also just get it from the dealership for $20 if you don't want to wait. But as usual, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to comment those down below. But I will see you guys on the next one.